the tourism capital of Africa. We are bordered by 5 countries, giving us a unique advantage of trade and regional influence. Yet, with all these blessings, we ask, why is Uganda still struggling? Why are our youth unemployed? Why are our hospitals crumbling? Why are our farmers poor? Why are our young men and women drowning in helplessness, seeking refuge in drugs, betting, and dangerous journeys abroad? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is very simple and painful. Bad governance, corruption, tribalism, nepotism, selfishness among our leaders, incompetency. And that is why we are here to say enough. We can no longer be silent seeing abductions happening in this country. We can no longer be silent seeing young people lose lives each and every day in this country. We can no longer be silent seeing the cream brains opting to seek life in Canada, in USA, in Asia, and in other European countries. We can no longer be silent. We can no longer be silent when each and every solid institution is crumbling to nothing. We can no longer be silent when our young people are detained in jail and never be subjected to justice. We can no longer be silent. Ladies and gentlemen, I charge you not to be silent. It is time for us to rise up. It's time for us to rise up and make a contribution towards the development of this country. But Uganda is not doomed. Uganda is not condemned. Uganda is simply misled. And with your help, with the blessings of the mighty God, we can steer Uganda back to greatness. Our vision is anchored in the 7 ideological principles that will guide each and every action that we take when you entrust us with leadership. And I know you will. We talk of economics cannot govern itself. We must revise our fiscal policy. We must reduce government expenditure. We have to invest in our people and do everything possible to free our country from economic slavery. We talk of constitutionalism and rule of law. Laws must not be written for the poor and ignored by the powerful. Justice must be blind and fair for all. We talk of citizen involvement. Uganda will not be rebuilt by politicians, by political leaders. It must be rebuilt by the farmers, by the teachers, by the media, by the taxi drivers, by the students, by the religious leaders. We have to make each and every Ugandan get involved in the journey of making a contribution towards the better. Leaders must be held accountable. Public office is not a privilege. It is a responsibility. And those with that responsibility must be held accountable. We talk of non-alignment. Uganda must chart its own path, free from foreign puppeteering. We must engage globally, but stand firm for Uganda's interests. We are not going to be bulldozed around. We shouldn't be taken wherever so-and-so wants to take us. We must protect our own national interests. And each and every country that wants to deal with us needs to have that in mind, that we have interests as a country, and therefore we protect them jealously. We talk of godliness. Uganda must be a righteous nation. If we forget God, we lose our soul. We must put God first in our governance.